treat my work schedule almost like a college group project.
Ooh,
And some
I
days
like
I just
this.
lean into my emotions, and if I feel really motivation, like a lot of motivation one day, feel really motivated, I will fucking crush a 12 hours straight workout. Just work. I'll do like 2 weeks of worth of stuff in one day, because
Awesome.
I know for a fact there will be days that I do less than 0%, and doesn't matter if I went 300% the day before or 100% the day before. There will still be days where I get nothing done. So I'm
Yep.
like, all right, well, if that's gonna happen anyways, like I might as well actually go hard as fuck when I feel like going hard as fuck, and just kind of like let that be the day. And if I skip the gym that day because I'm in a flow, fuck it, whatever. Like I'll just do the gym
Right.
tomorrow or something, and I just
Right.
won't probably go as hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I just go through you just go through a lot of those emotions up and down. So
Sure.
you kind of just like, I remember Easton one time on a podcast told me, he's like, you just do it anyway. You do it anxiously, you do it sad, you do it depressed. And then one time Greg Norman from Bungie Project, former CEO, he told me, you just learn to surf the waves eventually. He's like, they just hit you. He's like, you just learn to surf
Yep.
some of them, you don't. He's like,
You
so
just learn to surf the waves. But again, what I heard was, circling back, is like that's your way to do it, and expectations that you're okay and comfortable with having bad days where nothing gets done. There are people with mindsets that like they know that if they go down that dark black hole that they might have a hard time getting back, and they have to have a morning routine, or they have to do X, Y, and Z. It's just really interesting to hear that. And I think that's back laddering up to my original statement is, for me, for some odd reason, and maybe it's just me personally, but when I read a lot of this like success stuff and motivation and all this stuff, it's interpreted to me as like there is kind of a way to do it. There's not enough of like, your journey is your journey. And yes, there are basic principles that are similar across these paths, but you got to do what works for you, right?
Yeah.
You have to.